What's up, everybody? It's Dave P with The Cream. In this video, I'm going to be sharing really a valuable lesson that we have learned when it comes to structuring our private money deals with our private lenders for the purpose of buying and renovating real estate. Obviously, there's many different exit strategies we could do as real estate investors, and we're going to want to structure our private money loans a little bit different depending on what the exit strategy is. Now, we are most familiar, I would say, with single family houses. We do own some apartments in our real estate holdings. We've done some land deals, very small land deals, but really our bread and butter is single family houses. And when we purchase a single family house, we're typically buying these houses in their as-is condition, and we're going to renovate these houses. And then we are either going to flip this house and sell this house for a profit, or we are going to, after it's renovated, we're going to rent this property out. And then we are going to do what is called a BRRRR deal, where we are going to do a cash out refinance on this property. If you're unfamiliar with the BRRRR strategy, I'm sure you can find it in some of our previous videos. BRRRR is to buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. But the two main exit strategies that we implement in our single family housing business is fix and flips and the BRRRR strategy, or cash out refinance, to add to our rental portfolio. So let me talk about fix and flips first. When we are raising private money for a fix and flip deal, we want to set this deal up to where we are not making monthly payments. This is where the private lender is going to fund this deal, and then we are going to let the interest accrue until we're ready to pay this lender off, until we sell the property. And when we pay this lender off, we're going to pay them back all of their principal, or the amount of the loan, as well as all of the interest that we owe them. The reason we do that is typically these fix and flips are going to be shorter term. It's going to be more of a short-term deal, so the lender is going to be okay with that. But also it keeps your operating capital intact. If you had to make monthly payments on this fix and flip deal, it could potentially kind of run the well a little bit dry when it comes to your operating capital. You want to keep as much of your operating capital on hand as possible. That's going to allow you to scale and do multiple deals as well. Last thing about the fix and flip: when you're raising money for a fix and flip deal, try to go for 100% financing, meaning the private lender is going to give you 100% of what you need to purchase the property as well as rehab the property. Not to mention, an asterisk there, we want to be able to borrow all of our rehab funds up front and borrow it all, so the lender is not going to pay us in draws as the work continues to get completed. This is just going to allow you to operate a little bit more fluidly, and that's what we want: 100% financing. And then we want to be able to have the interest accrue to keep our operating capital flush. The second type of deal that we're most familiar with is where we're buying a property, getting it rented, and then we're going to do a cash out refinance. Now, with these particular properties, we are okay paying monthly payments. And the reason we are okay with that is we don't want the interest to keep building up and our balance of this note to continue to accrue. There could be, when we go to refinance this property, there usually is, there could be delays, and it could take a while to get this refinance completed. We may need to bundle this home together with other properties in order to take on like a big blanket mortgage when it comes to the refinance. So we don't want our balance of this note to continue to build up, because when the bank is going to do this refinance, typically they're only going to give us 75% of the value. And if the balance continues to go up, that could put us in a situation where now we owe more than 75% of the value, and we would actually have to bring money to the table for this cash out. It's not even a cash out refinance at this place at that point in time. It would be where we are bringing money to the table to complete the refinance. So remember this: when you are doing a fix and flip, you want to let the interest accrue and to sell the property, and then when you pay your lender back, you're paying them back all of their principal plus the interest that you owe them, and go for that 100% financing. When you're doing a BRRRR deal or a fix and flip, or I'm sorry, a fix and rent, you still want to get 100% financing from your private lender, and then you're okay paying monthly payments. And that's kind of incentive for you as the operator to get this thing fixed up and get it rented as fast as possible, because you can use that rental income to offset the interest that you have to pay your lender. But this way your balance is pretty capped, and then you can take this down the line and get this thing refinanced and put yourself in a better situation where hopefully you don't have to bring any money to the table. So this is Dave with The Cream. As always, we're almost at 4,300 subscribers. I truly appreciate you. Please like and share the video if you're an entrepreneur or a real estate investor and you get value from what we talk about, and I'll see you on the next video.